This is Plant-Based Briefing. Confused about why some things are labeled as vegan-friendly? Here's what it means, by Charlotte Pointing at vegnews.com. And I'm Marian Erickson. This is the Plant-Based Podcast where I curate, get permission, and narrate a variety of articles on plant-based and vegan living in about 10 minutes or less every weekday. So now let's get to today's Plant-Based Briefing. Confused about why some things are labeled as vegan-friendly? Here's what it means, by Charlotte Pointing at vegnews.com. Vegan-friendly is used all the time by brands, publications, and restaurants, but what does it actually mean? Over the last few years, the vegan market has boomed. Now you can walk down the grocery store aisle or head to a restaurant and find plant-based versions of everything from burgers to fish and from cheese to milk. But while some companies and restaurants use the term vegan to describe their products, the term vegan-friendly is also used widely by publications and brands. But what does it actually mean? Is it different from just vegan? The truth is, it's a little complicated because it's very context-dependent. Here we break down a few different situations when vegan-friendly might be used and what it means. What is a vegan-friendly brand? Usually, if a brand is 100% vegan, then it will just use the term vegan or plant-based to describe the products it sells. This could be anything from beauty to fashion to food. Usually, these claims are backed up by certifications. If it has been certified by the Vegan Society, for example, then it can proudly display the vegan trademark. Vegan Action also certifies products as totally vegan, and right now, around 20,000 products display its Certified Vegan stamp on their packaging. But if a product has not been certified, it may choose to use the term vegan-friendly on its packaging instead, or alternatively, suitable for vegans. Vegan-friendly products have not been registered with the vegan trademark, but are said to be vegan by the manufacturer or company, notes the Vegan Society. However, the Vegan Society cannot guarantee that the latter products are vegan, as we have not checked them against our vegan trademark standards. If you're concerned about whether a vegan-friendly product is actually vegan, the best thing to do is check the ingredients list if it's a food or beauty product, reach out to the brand for clarification, or urge it to apply for a vegan certification. But sometimes publications may also use the term vegan-friendly if they're referring to a brand that has some vegan products, but it's not totally vegan. For example, many mainstream food brands are not vegan, but they have launched vegan versions of their popular products. Take Reese's, for example, which released vegan peanut butter cups. While at the moment, not all its products cater to vegans, when it releases a vegan product, it may then be labeled by some as a vegan-friendly brand. Vegan-friendly in the restaurant industry. Again, in the restaurant industry, vegan-friendly may be used to indicate that an eatery has vegan options but is not totally vegan. This means that groups of friends or families with different dietary requirements can all eat in the same place. In the U.S., nearly 50% of restaurants now serve vegan options, but they're not all totally plant-based establishments, as most of them cater to omnivores too. To describe restaurants that cater to vegans as well as meat eaters, the app and online platform Happy Cow, for example, often uses the term vegetarian-friendly. It will then go on to list all of the eateries with vegan or vegetarian options in your area. Entire cities have also been dubbed vegan-friendly in the past, and this is based on the number of vegan restaurants or restaurants with vegan options it has. In 2019, for example, Happy Cow ranked several UK cities on their vegan-friendliness. London had more than 150 completely vegan restaurants, so it was awarded the title of the most vegan-friendly city in the world. The term plant-forward in relation to a business is similar to vegan-friendly. Again, it's very context-dependent. It may mean that a restaurant is totally plant-based, but it may also mean that it is simply prioritizing vegan food and catering to those looking for vegan options. One way to be sure which one it is? Check the menu. Can restaurants still say they are vegan-friendly if they use shared equipment? Sometimes restaurant chains may avoid using the term vegan-friendly even if they offer menu items that are totally plant-based, and that is often because the food has been cooked with the same equipment that has been used to cook animal products. Brands may do the same if, for example, a product has been made in a facility where they cannot guarantee that cross-contamination with animal products hasn't occurred. Whether you deem these foods vegan-friendly yourself is a personal preference. Some vegans may choose to eat them and others may not, but it's worth noting that in the past, animal rights organization People for the Ethical Treatment of Animals, or PETA, has encouraged consumers not to get too hung up on the shared equipment issue, stating that it only makes restaurants less inclined to offer vegan choices. Ultimately, the term vegan-friendly can be used in many different contexts, and right now there's no real regulation over its use. But it's important to remember that if you're unsure, you can always ask your server for more information if you're in a restaurant, or email a brand with questions if you need more clarification. You just listened to Confused About Why Some Things Are Labeled as Vegan Friendly? Here's What It Means by Charlotte Pointing at vegnews.com. And I'm your host, Marian Erickson. And I agree, it sure is nice to have the vegan certification on a label, especially a food product. But if it's not, or even if it just says plant-based, I look very carefully at the ingredients, because plant-based is also unregulated and it could mean contains plants or has some plants in it. Doesn't necessarily mean made only of plants. So just check those ingredients, check with your server, write to the company like they said, and please share this episode with anyone who might benefit, and thanks for listening.